Last week I posted a poll asking which Tesla you drive. Over 400 of you voted, and the results were interesting. 46% of you own a Model Y, 31% own a Model 3, and 17% are still researching which one to buy. That last group, the people trying to decide between these two, kept asking me the same question in the comments. Which one actually costs less to maintain over time? So I dug into owner data, forum posts, service records, and repair costs to find out. What I found is that these two cars are more different than you'd think when it comes to long-term ownership costs. And one of them has a hidden expense that most buyers don't see coming. Let me break down exactly what I found. Let's start with the basics, because understanding the differences matters. The Model 3 is a sedan. The Model Y is essentially a taller, heavier version of the Model 3 built on the same platform. They share about 75% of their parts. Same motors, same battery chemistry options, same software. But that extra size and weight on the Model Y creates real maintenance differences. And some of them add up fast, over 5 years of ownership. First big difference: tires. This is where the Model Y starts costing more immediately. The Model Y weighs about 400 to 500 pounds more than the Model 3, depending on which versions you compare. That extra weight combined with the taller ride height means the Model Y goes through tires faster. I found owner reports on the Tesla Motors Club forum comparing both cars. Model 3 long-range owners report getting 35,000 to 45,000 miles on a set of tires with regular rotations. Model Y long-range owners report 30,000 to 40,000 miles. That's about 5,000 miles less per set. A full set of tires for a Model Y costs about $1,000 to $1,200 installed. For a Model 3, it's about $900 to $1,100. Not a huge difference per set, but over 100,000 miles. The Model Y will need an extra tire replacement. That's $1,000 to $1,200 more over the life of ownership just in tires. Second difference: suspension and alignment. The Model Y's taller ride height and heavier curb weight put more stress on suspension components. I found multiple reports of Model Y owners needing alignment checks more frequently than Model 3 owners, especially if they live in areas with rough roads or potholes. An alignment costs $80 to $120 at an independent shop, $175 at Tesla. If you're getting an alignment every 15,000 miles instead of every 25,000 miles, that adds up. Over 100,000 miles, that's potentially 2 extra alignments at $200 to $350 total. Not catastrophic, but it's real money. Control arm bushings also wear faster on the Model Y, according to high-mileage owner reports I found. These are the rubber components that connect your suspension to the frame. When they wear out, you get clunking noises over bumps and uneven tire wear. Model Y owners report needing bushing replacements around 80,000 to 100,000 miles. Model 3 owners report the same issue, but typically closer to 100,000 to 120,000 miles. The repair costs the same on both, about $1,500 to $2,000 for a full front suspension bushing replacement at an independent shop. But the Model Y hits that milestone sooner because of the extra weight and stress. Third difference: brake wear. This one surprised me because I expected them to be identical. Both cars use regenerative braking for most stopping, so physical brake pad wear is minimal on both. But what I found in owner forums is that Model Y brake rotors tend to rust and corrode slightly faster than Model 3 rotors. The reason seems to be the extra weight. When you do use the physical brakes, especially going downhill or in emergency stops, the heavier Model Y generates more heat and stress on the rotors. In humid climates or areas with salted roads, this accelerates corrosion. Both cars need brake inspections every 12,500 miles, according to Tesla's recommendations, but Model Y owners report needing rotor replacements slightly more often. A full brake job, pads and rotors, costs $600 to $1,000, depending on whether you go to Tesla or an independent shop. If the Model Y needs this done once over 100,000 miles and the Model 3 doesn't, that's another $600 to $1,000 difference. Fourth difference: efficiency and energy costs. The Model Y is less efficient than the Model 3 because of the extra weight and worse aerodynamics. The Model 3 long range gets about 272 watt-hours per mile, according to EPA estimates. The Model Y long range gets about 280 watt-hours per mile. That's about 3% worse efficiency, over 15,000 miles per year, at 12 cents per kilowatt-hour for home charging. The Model 3 costs about $490 per year to charge. The Model Y costs about $504 per year. That's only $14 per year difference, but over 5 years it's $70. Not a huge deal, but it's worth knowing the Model Y will always cost slightly more to charge for the same distance. Fifth difference: cargo space and practicality. The Model Y has significantly more cargo space than the Model 3. If you need to haul stuff regularly, the Model Y saves you money by eliminating the need for a second vehicle or rental. I found multiple owners who said they chose the Model Y specifically because it replaced both their sedan and their SUV. If the Model Y means you can be a one-car household instead of two, or if it means you don't need to rent a truck twice a year, those savings dwarf the extra maintenance costs. This isn't a maintenance issue directly, but it's a cost consideration that affects total ownership. Sixth difference: insurance costs. I looked at insurance quotes from multiple sources and found that the Model Y costs about 5% to 10% more to insure than the Model 3. The reason is the higher purchase price and the slightly higher cost to repair body damage because of the larger size. If you're paying $1,200 per year to insure a Model 3, you might pay $1,260 to $1,320 for a Model Y. Over 5 years, that's $300 to $600 more. Not massive, but it adds to the total cost picture. Seventh difference: depreciation and resale value. Both cars hold value well compared to other brands. But the Model Y holds value slightly better than the Model 3 according to recent resale data. A 3-year-old Model Y retains about 65% to 70% of its original value. A 3-year-old Model 3 retains about 60% to 65%. If you paid $55,000 for a Model Y, it's worth about $36,000 to $38,000 after 3 years. If you paid $45,000 for a Model 3, it's worth about $27,000 to $29,000. The Model Y depreciates less in percentage terms, which offsets some of the higher maintenance and insurance costs when you sell or trade in. Now let me put all of this together with real numbers over 5 years and 75,000 miles of ownership. Model 3, long-range total maintenance and ownership costs. Tires, 2 full sets over 75,000 miles at $1,000 each, $2,000. Tire rotations, assuming you go to free shops, $0. Cabin air filter, twice over 5 years, $50 to $150, depending on DIY or Tesla service. Brake fluid check and potential replacement, $100. Wheel alignments, 2 over 75,000 miles at $100 each, $200. Suspension bushing replacement, none expected under 75,000 miles, $0. Brake work, none expected, $0. 12-volt battery replacement at year 3, $100 to $250. Total maintenance, $2,450 to $2,700. Electricity costs at 12 cents per kilowatt hour, $2,450 over 5 years. Insurance over 5 years at $1,200 per year, $6,000. Total 5-year ownership costs, excluding depreciation, $10,900 to $11,150. Model Y long-range total maintenance and ownership costs. Tires, 3 full sets, over 75,000 miles at $1,100 each, $3,300. Tire rotations, $0 at free shops. Cabin air filter, $50 to $150. Brake fluid, $100. Wheel alignments, 3 over 75,000 miles at $100 each, $300. Suspension work, none expected under 75,000 miles, $0. Brake work, potentially $600 if rotors need replacement. 12-volt battery, $100 to $250. Total maintenance, $4,450 to $4,700. Electricity costs, $2,520 over 5 years. Insurance over 5 years at $1,300 per year, $6,500. Total 5-year ownership costs, excluding depreciation, $13,470 to $13,720. So which one actually costs less to maintain? The Model 3 costs less in pure maintenance and operating expenses, about $2,500 less over 5 years. But the Model Y offers more practicality, holds value better, and could eliminate the need for a second vehicle depending on your situation. If you don't need the extra cargo space and you want the lowest possible maintenance costs, the Model 3 wins. If you need the space and practicality, the Model Y's extra costs are worth it, and you'll likely recover most of the difference in resale value. The Model 3 is cheaper to maintain, but not by a huge margin, and the Model Y's better resale value closes most of the gap. If you're still deciding which one to buy, the maintenance costs shouldn't be the deciding factor. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments which one you ended up choosing and why. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.